mom.
He
Don't
said
say
he's sorry. He said he's sorry because
you
his
cheated.
career started to suck. His
You
career sucked and he ain't got no money and he's still fat with a big balloon belly. I'm
exactly.
sorry.
You're broke. You're broke. Keep your sorry. You cheated. Keep your sorry. You did some dumb shit. You don't get the money back. Bye bye. That's time is gone. Your chance is gone. You wasted it. You didn't know how to use it. So don't waste that. But yes, everybody start up a really good afternoon, good evening from my
You
end.
know,
15 minutes.
Toby
Talk.
sound like my Toby sound like my oldest daughter. I remember she said that years that she's a teenager. Is this guy like that was trying to talk to her, but of course he wasn't ready to be serious. They were teenagers. I said I like what's his name, Lorenzo or something like. His name was Lorenzo, whatever his name. I can't remember his name. Long time ago. I said I like that guy, and she said nah, he messed up. He missed his time. And I said you don't give him another chance. He didn't
No,
cheat on you. Nothing. He just no. It's over
no,
for him. I said
yeah.
God damn.
No second chances. I don't believe in second chances, especially in this social. I trust me. I don't give second chances. I don't know. I don't know how to do that. I can play around with you, do some crazy shit, but you're not getting that chance. Trust me, okay? I can flirt with you or do even the most thinking I'm still there, but I'm not there. I'm so gone. So gone. So gone. But anyway,
I'm
everybody,
laughing. I ain't laughing because Joey sound like my daughter. Cause I said the same. I said, wow, you don't want to give him a chance? He just no. He had his chance. That's a wrap. And she meant it. She never messed with him again. You like, and I like the guy. I like that dude. I said, that's a good guy. Said, nope. So what? He had his chance. Nope. No more.
exactly.
Damn.
Don't give someone a chance twice. Like, why don't you realize what you have when you have it until it's gone? Doesn't mean, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know what I had.
Yeah, because people are human, Joby. They make mistakes.
Oh, I don't make mistakes. I know what I want. I know. Okay, yeah, but not when it comes to relationships. I know it's you I want. I know it's you, it's you. And if I'm gonna fuck around, you're gonna know. I'm gonna show you the signs. It's up to you if you don't see the signs. That's on you. But I'm gonna give you all the signs. I don't like you
All
anymore.
right. Okay. Okay. Yeah,
We
that's
all
it. Exactly right. Jibber jabber word. Shit. That was she told. I like that. I still remember that shit was way back. It's not long ago. That was 20 years ago. That was 2000 and yep. Oh my God, that was 20. I think it was that long ago. It was that long. It was. She was like 16. It's like, oh man, that's wow. That was like 2007, 2006. Oh, wow, time flies. I said, his name was Carlos. I don't know what that was his name. I like the young guy. He was, he's a guy that was working hard, gonna do some things. He just wasn't ready to be serious with my daughter. So he's not ready yet, baby. He's young like you. He's not ready to be no. You just 16. Slow down. Turn 70. He, he just wants to be friends right now. So then a couple years later, he was you know, he wanted to talk to. He said, nah, he missed his chance. I was like, wow, what? He missed his chance? Yeah, he had a chance and he missed it. God damn.
yeah.
I was like, God damn, you women are crazy.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We just. I was watching a video today of a video which was from a man speaking about women and how they change. Okay, if they really ever liked you. If I ever liked you, and I've seen that also with myself. If I ever liked you and you did me that, once I literally get you out of that zone, I'm gonna give you the coldest treatment you've ever received because I'm not gonna be fucking with you anymore like that. I'm gonna be fucking with you as a brother, okay, as a brother, not as a lover, okay. You are even more close to a stranger, not even a brother. Like, okay, you were saying what? I'm not listening to none of that shit you're telling me. A woman who's loved you and you do her wrong, she can turn super cold, like super, super cold. That's basically what he was trying to say. Like,
All
love you,
right, all right, all right, life lessons 101 by Joby.
yeah, that's true.
not, 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 not touched by Joby, but life lessons by Joby.
many of you have experienced that, but that is so true according to me also. Because me, no, once I just put you on that particular zone, you'll never see this face of me ever again. Like I'm gonna be cold, even act like I don't know you. I don't give a shit if you ate, if you're breathing. I don't care. Okay, I just don't care because the time is up. The time is just super super up. But yeah, so treat women nice. That's what you've been told. A lesson. So treat women nice. Treat what you have nice. Also to men, not just women. Treat your man nice because if you don't, someone else is gonna take them. Or they might go to someone else. But shout out to Jiba Jaba Karim Sana. Shout out to Jason in the building. Shout out to Jaren. Shout out to Ricky Snow. Hope you guys had a beautiful weekend. Looking forward to a beautiful week. Mine was good, chilled this weekend.
Right.
Lots of
Right.
eating.
If you don't treat your man right, someone's gonna be cooking with Kaya. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be cooking with Kaya.
Yeah. Take your man. Your,
I'm not taking no
all
one's
right.
man. You can keep it. I can cook, but I'm not cooking to take anyone's man. I keep that shit. Nah, nah. I'm not taking anybody take it. I don't believe in that. Like, no, 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 no. I'm too
I just said
grown.
that what Kaya said. You don't cook
I'm,
for your man, I'll take your man.
back then, I would have. Back then, I would have. Trust me. Like, you messing around with your man. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could do that. Now I can't. I'm just too grown, man. I'm just too grown in my senses. Things that are wrong.
all right,
I
all right, you grown, Joby.
it's crazy. But shout out to you, Josh, guys. Well, Karibu Sana, hope you're doing amazing. But today, shall be talking about reparations. This is coming from the Democrats, and along that, I'll be sharing a video of this historical moment why we need reparations. A video from
I was going
1906.
I was
Uh,
gonna talk about it, guys, this Saturday, but I was just too damn tired. And it's a scam. We'll explain why this is a scam. It's another scam of the Democratic Party because their replacement people are getting kicked out the country. Remember HR person out there about it on TikTok who knows it. That's why I got it from there. Oh, they come up with this scam again. They talked about this scam since 1989. Then they brought it back, 5 years ago? No, 6 years ago with Sheila Jackson Lee. All these panels. Oh, we need another committee, another panel to study. You don't need no panels. You know you're black people money. No more committees, no more panels, no more bullshit. So now we don't need a committee. That's them trying to get your picture. Look, we're trying to do something. Now vote for us. No, we're not voting for you. You ain't done shit to nobody. Democratic Party is destroyed. You'll never probably get back in power. Not as a countrywide party. You'll win in some states, California and New York, but you'll never be president. Never be a Democratic president again, ever. Okay? You better come to black people. I told you last year, on your goddamn knees. This you coming with your head fake game. Oh, we're gonna talk about doing another committee. You said that 5 years ago, 6 years ago, with your committee shit. We don't need no more committees. We don't need no more studies. Either you're gonna get this shit up or you're not. We don't need no more studies. And I thought it was only the black caucus, because you bootlicks know. People know you're tired of you black fake Congress people. Where are the other white people in the Democratic Party? Where are they at? There's 200. Do me a favor, Joby, real quick.
all right.
Go to Google, say how many Democratic congressmen are there? How many they got? How many Democratic cards? Got to be 200 and something.
Uh, in the 118th Congress, the current party alignment of December 12th, 2024 is as follows. The House of Representatives is 220. That is from the Republicans, two
Mm-hmm.
delegates, and the President Commission of, okay, and 211 Democrats.
211. So it's 211. Only 70 of you Democrats on it. That was you black bootlicks. Where the white people at? Why they didn't sign it? Huh? It's 211. So it's backbreaking time. No, this is a con. This is a scam. There's the other 100 and some people. Huh? It's 211 Democrats. 211. there's only 70 of you black morons, maybe a couple, two white people join you. But no, it's another scam. Then go on, Gobi.
So yeah, we're gonna get into that. I have a couple of videos, of course, to share coming from a certain representative who goes by the name Ayan. She's talking about also the same thing about
Yeah,
reparations.
Ayanna Presley, the
Yeah,
bald head, the bald head wonder. So let's get it talk.
I don't know about that, but yeah, I think she looks nice. As for me, with still the bad health, she still looks good. That's
So
what's
go,
up.
okay. Yeah, I know. Calm down.
Yeah, as it gets started, I want to share a video of politicians who are fleeing from Washington, D.C. So we want to get it to know what is
Of course
this,
they are.
explaining it and breaking it down a little bit.
Know what's going on in DC, but something is definitely going on in DC. As you can see behind me, these are all homes being
Homes.
sold.
They sell their homes there.
This is not just regular people selling their homes either. This is politicians. God, that's not even the weirdest part though. Look what they've been searching up as of late in DC. One being immunity. Why would they be looking for immunity? Why is that the number
They're
one
criminals.
search in DC? What is going on, y'all? Also, they're searching up this too, extradition.
Hmm?
Why would they be looking that up?
Looking
Look
for a
at this
country, pause,
white
pause it.
most.
They're looking for a country they can run to that doesn't have extradition laws. They can be shipped back to America to serve trial. Extradition. Hey, is this country got extradition laws in America? No. Okay, I'm going there. Because they're criminals. Go ahead, Joe.
Searches, y'all. Look, they go whoop. They also been searching this up. 8 non-extradition countries in
Exactly.
2025.
That's like the
It seems to me
non-extradition.
that they trying to get up out of here. They trying to abruptly relocate and not look to come back or have someone bring them back. They must be running for some real serious shit. We all know that some sealed documents is finna be unsealed. And these people must got some crazy shit going on. I need y'all thoughts down below in the comments. What do y'all think is really going on?
Yeah, one of the comments I see here was one person saying that all searches for criminal defense lawyers have been skyrocketing in DC. Another one says that the Epstein list is about to come out. So literally, of course, they're running away from their own problems, But what could you run to? I mean,
We want to find a country that doesn't have extradition laws. We go to a country that doesn't allow America to take them back. That's what they're looking up to. But they're not
mhm,
coming back. They're trying to find a country that doesn't have extradition laws with America. I'm gonna go there, and America can't get me there.
mhm. Wishing them all the
So,
best. Let's see.
because because if that thing comes out, we're gonna see whose penis was in a little kid's mouth.
So many of them. So many of them. I was watching a document.
All of them.
Yeah, I was watching a documentary of even Trump is involved in all this shit. It's just crazy,
Of course.
I was quite shocked to see him with Epstein on a certain video I was watching last week on BitChute. I'm like, God damn, even Trump. I'm like, God damn, it's crazy, man. It is crazy. All of them are really involved in this shit. But as we move on, news still coming in on popping information is about the Internal Revenue Services building, which is expected to fire 1,500,000 employees. That is quite a large
Good.
number.
Remember,
Mm,
remember they tried to hire all the internal revenue service with Biden. Now they getting mad. I went Elon Musk looking up under all this shit, finding out what all this money going to. See how the Democrats are hollering? Did they holler, right? When they were adding all these damn IRS positions to come after us for taxes, right? You hear the Democrats say a damn word when Biden was hiring all these damn IRS agents to come after us. You know they're not coming after the rich. So shout out to Trump by all of them. They were hiring all these IRS officials to come after us. Not damn Biden, and I mean not the rich. And none of the Democrats said a damn word. Now they crying, oh, what about USID? What about the other? There's another one they get rid of too, another CIA slush. I forgot that other name. USID and another slush fund got billions of dollars they've been doing all kind of wicked shit with. But yeah, how's all these Democrats all millionaires and all the job they got is going to Congress? Ain't just as bad as Africa. How's everybody a fucking millionaire? Ain't got no business, ain't built shit. Just have to be in Congress and everybody's a millionaire. So I will give Elon Musk that credit. He's asking, how's all these people millionaires? How? How are these people millionaires? And they just congressmen. They're just the government. How are they millionaires? You can't be a millionaire if you're just in government. Unless you're in Africa or some crazy shit. How are you a millionaire? Where's the money coming from? That part of the Democrats out there hollering, no, we're going to stop aid to poor people. All that old bullshit. What poor people you have? You got people laying in the street in Hollywood, right on the damn Walk of Fame in Hollywood. Fuck out of here. Help poor people. He ain't help no damn body. Fuck out of here. Go
Yeah, so
ahead,
they say
Toby.
the is preparing to cut 15,000 employees as early as next week as a move that could ripple across industries and impact hundreds of thousands of people. As economic
Who's gonna
uncertainty.
impact? Who's gonna impact? Not us. Fire every last one of them bastards. Bro,
As the economic uncertainty grows, more companies are tightening their budgets and reducing staff. And the question is, could this be the start of the major downsizing trend? Well, that is basically what we can see what is happening, because I think this is not literally gonna be the first company gonna see punch. Probably most of the people losing their jobs. It's highly expected.
those government jobs. Joey, that's the tax collectors. We don't give a shit about these tax collectors. Those are people that fuck up your life, Joe. It comes to about you owe taxes. That's right, fire their ass. Taxes are illegal anyway in America. You're not supposed to be paying no taxes. That's a Rothschild scam. It's illegal. But they set it up since 1913. Americans we're not supposed to pay no damn payroll taxes. Nowhere it tells you that there's no law ever passed but we're supposed to pay payroll taxes. It's a damn scam. So that's right. They still gonna come after you, but they won't have enough people to get everybody. So yeah, fire all of them up. Fire every last one of them. Then you want to fire Trump, fire all of them. Remember Biden them hired a whole bunch of them, as Joby showed like 6 months ago. They had hired thousands. Some of they wasn't going after the rich. They know IRS don't bother the rich. They come after us, the working class and the poor class, to squeeze every dime out of us. So good, fire all of them. Shit, get out of here. Get all you bastards out of here.
I wish we could see the same happening in Kenya, having our Kenya Revenue Authority also being all of them
Exactly.
being.
That's right. Fire all of them. Trump only
They're always,
fired us. Fire all of them.
I know they're always on our necks, man. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
Exactly.
But
The same thing. Exactly, Joe. It's the same scam worldwide.
mhm, it doesn't work. It doesn't improve anything. Not healthcare services. Not schools. Nothing. No
Nope.
student
We pay all
fees.
these taxes. Our schools are fucked up. Our healthcare is fucked up. Exactly.
It's insane. But as we talk about still Biden, of course, the Biden administration, or rather before, was it before or after? Which is it during Biden or before Biden that inflation actually skyrocketed? Is it during or after?
It was doing Biden. They want to blame the COVID because they closed down everything. It was doing Biden, but it's gonna go up anyway because they've been stealing so much money, Joby. They've been stealing all this money. It's not been going into our economy. They've been stealing money, funding all these homosexual shits all around the world, wars, terrorists. So the dollar is worth it. You can't keep printing out dollars, fake money, Joby, and have nothing to back it. That causes inflation, and also causes inflation that we don't make shit in America no more. We don't have an economy where we build anything. All our shit, China builds everything now. So shit, we don't build shit, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so there we have Trump, who's of course has been caught. I don't know where he was coming from, but people are just reminding him that he said he's gonna reduce the prices of food and majority of the things once he came into office. This is one of his promises. He
When I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one. We will end
So
Kamala's
I,
war on American energy, and we will drill, baby, drill. We're going to drill. So when I win, I will immediately
Yeah, and this is what he had to answer after he was questioned about inflation.
flew. It was a long before I ever got here. It was at an all-time distance. Remember, I've been here for 3 weeks, and when you saw the inflation numbers, I've been here for 3 weeks. I have had nothing to do with inflation. This was caused by Biden. I had 4 years of
well,
virtually no
well,
inflation.
well, you can't say that. You can't say I ain't been there but 3 weeks. How you gonna say I'm all fucked up right now? But his policies are going to fuck up the country too, because he got all the damn tariffs he wants to bring in. So,
So I'm just taking it over. But I'll
but
tell you
yeah,
what,
yeah,
this
yeah. He
country
can't
has
be
made
blamed.
more progress.
He can't be blamed now. For the economy. He's only been there, like you said, 3 weeks. It's not my. It's still Biden's economy, and he's right by that. You can't blame me for this fuck shit right now. But in 6, 7 months, it's gonna be his. It's gonna be his response. He's not gonna be able to say this is Biden's economy. No, this is your shit.
Yeah, he's supposed to be held accountable and all that. So of course we're gonna see if things are gonna change, but I don't believe things are gonna change. Like you said, left or right, they're all controlled by the same people. So if the agendas are
Exactly.
supposed to actually be fulfilled, they're still going to be fulfilled. Whether it's Biden, whether it's Trump, whether it's Obama, whether it's Elon Musk. Trust me, it's gonna still be the same. We shouldn't expect or be shocked if things don't really
Yep.
change,
You
because
already know
we
it's not
should.
gonna change. You already heard from the from the horse's mouth. You 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 already heard Elon Musk's son say, "You're not the president," and shut the fuck up.
Exactly. And also, man, he's taking him everywhere. I saw another video. I don't know where he had taken him. I think, what's the name of this guy who left this channel? Ta- what's the name of this guy who's also a big propaganda? Leave alone Alex Jones. The other journalist guy who left the mainstream media.
Which one's a
Oh,
bunch of them?
name. I've forgotten his name. We were discussing him sometime. I've forgotten his name.
But
But it was Elon was also on his channel with that kid, and they were just he said something also. And going through
he
the
was on.
comments, people, oh, he's
Oh,
exposing this.
we talking about Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson. Yeah, it was a Tucker Carlson's. Yeah, Tucker. Thank you, Jibo. It was a Tucker Carlson's um, interview, and the child also said something there. And going through the comments, people are like, "Oh my, this child exposing a whole lot of shit." Like this child is exposing a whole lot of shit that the father be speaking behind the curtains. He's crazy, man.
Exactly,
It's crazy.
exactly. Because that child's like 4 years old. Child's not gonna say nothing, Joe, that he hasn't heard. He's repeating what he heard. You're not the president. He said, "Get out." He said, "You're not the president. Get out that seat." And then he said, "Hey, shut the fuck up." He told Trump to shut the fuck up.
Crazy. It is insane. But as we move on to other news, in London, on February 10th, I don't know, there was demonstration actually this month, and this is
I
actually on.
imagine, I imagine. That's how savage it is. Now imagine you would never hear a 4 year old kid in Africa say that shit that boy said to nobody.
Oh no!
But you,
Oh my
I know.
God!
See,
Trust me, it's after you get home. Leave alone even what you said. It's leave alone even where you said it, or you're gonna be beaten the shit out of you. Oh my God! You will be beaten. Oh my God! Let me tell you. When you go to occasions, let's say like when you go with your parents, as an African child, you go with your parents maybe to places after church, or maybe in events, or maybe wedding, and you misbehave, or you even try touch people's things. Oh my, it's a war. Trust me. Once you get home, prepare for war. Like me, I remember my
but
mom used to give me aside. I used to know like when I'm gonna be beaten at home.
yeah.
Like she just looks at me, she look at me, and she's gonna do like this. Utaona. You gonna see. That's all. And once I get home, I'm gonna be questioned. What were you doing? I asked you what were you doing, and I'm gonna be questioned. Or what did you say? I had you picked what? Who told you that's good? Oh my God. Yeah.
No, man, I had some kid tell you, really, you're not the president. Get out that seat. And it was like, hey, and shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
This kind of behaviors, before I move on with this video, those are the some of behaviors, that made me sometimes say as a child, I wish I was Mzungu's child. Trust me, I used to say,
So
I
you
wish I
are,
was
so you,
Mzungu's child.
so you already knew what time it was, Joby.
Because the beatings, because all like this Mzungus don't beat their children. That's how it comes. It's always us being caned left, right, and center. I hate this. I hate when it's time for eating. I like when it's time for eating ugali and smiling, and watching.
Watching Chuck Norris. Chuck
Exactly,
Norris.
watching Chuck Norris and this cartoon full of Egyptian mummies and all that. But the rest, don't beat me, please. Just leave me alone. Man,
Oh, shit.
I used to beat kids a lot. But in London, what was happening last week? There was demonstration, and this is coming from the farmers. And we have this one black guy who was caught on the interview, and he was trying to explain literally when Biden came to London some of the things that actually were discussed, and why he's not shocked that these laws are being passed right now. Farmers being affected, of course. This is a global agenda of them trying to take control of farms,
Of
food, all of
everything.
that.
Exactly.
So we have in London them demonstrating. I think it was last year, 2023. So in France, farmers are also demonstrating about the same things. So here it is.
Are you a farmer?
I am technically, yeah.
You are technically.
Technically, I haven't got
John Mosquito, he's your brother. Come get him.
land, and now they're taking land from all of us,
Yeah.
making it as peasants. I actually did a Bachelor of Science in Agriculture.
Okay.
And the plan was to farm. Haven't quite been able to do that, but
It's quite noisy. I hope you guys can hear it. It was quite noisy. I was also struggling to listen to it.
it's clear that they don't want us to
W.
farm.
Yeah, that's very obvious, isn't it?
Bill Gates cannot sell his, what do you call it? Cricket powder and
Yes.
lab-grown meats and all that, unless we disable the farmers.
Yeah.
So when we're listening to Klaus Schwab saying, by 2030 you will own nothing and you'll be happy,
Yeah.
that's the happiness that they're talking about, where they're the only ones who own everything.
Yeah, they know that you own nothing and be happy. Well, they take exactly. They know what it's about. You own nothing and be happy. They want control of everything on the planet.
What we ought to think, do, and act. So
Yeah.
it's all coming together.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew it,
Yes.
but I knew it 30 years ago.
Oh, wow.
It's actually in the Bible.
Okay.
Revelation 13 is being fulfilled.
Yes.
The buying and selling crisis. That's why they were busy saying, no mask, no business, no job,
Yeah.
no job.
Yeah.
It was beta testing, and they have admitted to it. And many people have died not on account of the actual so-called COVID, but on the actual injections. And right now we are going to a point where they are going to be prescribing food through the pharmaceutical. What kind of food? Cricket powder?
No thanks.
Yeah. So we need to stick together. What I'm happy about is opposition politics right now. I don't trust politicians. They do what they think people are voting for. But what I'm saying is, at least all the opposition politics are with the farmers, and that's a
Yeah.
good thing,
Yeah.
because the more of a noise we make, they back down. Because wow, they might call us sheep, but there's more of us than there is them.
Yeah.
The actual power is not with the 1% in Davos or United Nations or World Health Organization, or indeed down there, that house. The power is with us.
Yeah.
Power to the people,
Exactly.
and it is us
Yeah.
who can shape the discourses
Yeah.
that they do that. And it looks like most of the people have forgotten that. That's why they can get away with dictating what we ought to be doing. Keir Starmer, remember him? Before the elections, he once said, he once asked whether his loyalties lay with
Westminster or Davos.
or Davos, and he had the audacity to tell you straight in the face that he's not loyal to you because Westminster is you and me.
Yeah.
And Davos is Klaus Schwab, Bill Gates,
Noah Harari and the likes,
Yeah.
and he is with the 1%.
Yeah.
And
He
he said
didn't even
because
blink before he said it.
Sorry?
He didn't even take
he
the time
didn't
to blink.
flinch at all,
No.
and somehow people supposedly voted for him. But the guy is honest, at least. I'll
Yeah.
give him that. He's lied about certain things, but not with this one. He told you in your face that he doesn't care about you. He cares about billionaires, and we are now seeing it. Mr. Bill Gates coming.
John Mosquito Karibu is your brother. Is demonstrating in London about famine. Hope you are also on the streets. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
Came here
yeah. You damn British, pronounce your goddamn pronouns.
with Larry Fink in November,
Yeah.
and they had a discussion with our Prime Minister and Rachel Reeves. This is the result.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the result.
This is.
And they couldn't give the minutes of the meeting, but power to the people, isn't it?
Yep.
So where's the democracy when we cannot? And what national security are you talking about? Where Bill Gates, who said he's going to be jumping all of us?
Yeah.
What national security? You mean national security, or you mean Bill Gates and Davos security? So we are in trouble, but if we can stick together
Yeah.
and realize that the attack on the farmers, the COVID, the climate change agenda. I was talking, we did a video about this last time. I attended all of the main ones here. We did a new video. But when I was studying agriculture, we were learning about some of this international legislation. And what was his name? I think he was buried last week, but a Labour guy who
Yeah, so I'm not going to share the whole of it because I was also struggling to listen to the rest of the words, but I think got some of the things he said. Where when the Biden, or rather when the Biden administration went to London, some of the things they were discussing, which you can see, of course, the effect of it. That's why they are on the streets. A couple of officials they picked, and of course, being brutally honest, he said is not with the loyalty of the people. Same question I think we saw most of the Congress or most of the people being asked about who do you stand with? Is this the American people or the Jews and all that? So it's so crazy to see that we're slaves of the people in power, and we should just sit down back, let them do everything they want, and we shouldn't talk about it. No, and that's why we go back to accountability. We really being ruled by people who have never been questioned about their actions, and nobody or none of them have faced consequences of their action. And this is why things are super super okay, but very understandable, because they run and control the world, ensure that everyone is indoctrinated with the wrong information, so that when you wake up, shit is so deep gone. And look at us right now, like globally, not just London, not just because this is an effect globally. There was a time I was trying to look at, which I'm yet to do that clear research, but I was looking at how many lands literally so far Bill Gates has, not Billy, Bill Gates has, and it's literally a whole lot of lands, literally a whole lot. All those acres of land seated there producing nothing so far is just super super crazy to see that you've stolen this from the people who really need it and who actually could do or make use out of it. So I hope the rest of the world also gets to demonstrate about this, because we can't be eating lab meats. I don't want to be eating fake cabbages, because that's what we're seeing now, especially with you guys in the States. It's so bad. At least for me, I can tell an artificial food. I think I can tell by the way it tastes personally. We know our organic food, and we can tell something is different. Like lately, I've noticed something wrong with our eggs. That's all I can say. So I'm really trying as much as I can to. I'm gonna know where we buy eggs, because I have a serious question for them where they get their eggs, and I'm not even joking. It's gonna be chaotic, because I don't understand what type of eggs we really got this time. You know, cracked an egg. An egg shell is really kind of a little bit hard, yeah. And when you try to break the egg shell, you try as much as you can to not allow the shells to fall on the yolk and all that. So this one, the ones we bought, uh something ain't right, because they're also trying to push the same agenda in Africa. Let's not forget that. We've seen Ruto trying to vaccinate the cows, and all that crazy thing. So I hope we don't allow that. I hope not. I hope not. I hope the world doesn't get caught up in all this. But let me go through the comments very quickly a little bit as we get to continue with the rest of the conversation. I see we have George Guy Karibu Sana once again. To everyone in the building, Big Cheese, I see you popping in. Let me go and see what you guys are saying. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay, so Jiba Jaba Ali was talking about Biden pushed to hire 80,000 new armed Irish agents. Well, there they are, all of them gone, all of them and more to go. I also see Jason says they give Fox some money and they know most will trick it off George Guy. And I also see, yeah, Jiba Jaba is saying, yep, my mom would have snatched me too. I know. You also had that kind of a mom. I know. They are crazy, and they look. You get that look.
Or I'm like, who? Who's crazy, Joey?
You're gonna back off, like, when you go to, like, let's say your aunties or your relatives. Oh, like, give me a phone. Let me play games. Because that used to be every time I could see a relative is give me your phone. I want to play games. That was so me. Oh my god. One time I got beaten, and I said no.
You never asked for another phone, huh?
No, no, no. I waited actually till my mom got her own smartphone, so I used to take hers now on purpose. Like, you go, it's your phone. You gonna beat me? You can beat me with your phone. I'm not going anywhere. Just here with your phone. Just want to listen to music. I'm Google. Like, that's all, you know. But I was there. The look was always crazy, man. My mom also, because I think I get it from her. She used to tell me, my mom used to tell me I have an evil eye because the way and even people know today, like I don't communicate. For me, it's an eye. I'm gonna give you just an eye, and something like stop playing with me, like stop. Yes, it's always the eye. I don't know. But I also see Joe was once again Karibu Sana. Big Cheese Karibu says Joe brother doesn't speak to him anymore because generals Joe Mosquito's Chinese because of his Chinese girlfriend. Oh my god. Which
Like, man's got a Chinese girlfriend. Shit.
I know. The last time it was you, Big Cheese, we checked. You and the Japanese under the under the goddamn bed. This is the mosquito. He says, and the cow's vaccine you when you eat too. Exactly. That's his aim. Because there was a video I shared of that lady who was trying to explain how this mRNA literally how it's going to operate if they vaccinate our cows. We're gonna be
Mhm.
that the children are gonna be drinking the milk that contains that, and that's just super super no 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 no. It's not acceptable.
Exactly.
It's not acceptable. But I believe we're getting so woke right now. Globally, it's not just people are getting woke, People are getting to
Yeah,
see
exactly.
shit of these
As
people
white
out there.
people, as the white race come back, oh, your woke culture, your wokeness. Yes, we're getting woke against your evil ass. You can't take our words, our slang, and try to make it into a pejorative, morons. It's bad because it's woke. You say Kendrick Lamar's concert was woke, but that's the biggest. Kendrick Lamar's thing is the biggest thing ever seen in history. Globally, it's the biggest thing ever seen. And it's bigger than the fake moon landing.
Period. But anyway, as we continue, so on the next video I'm gonna share as we get into the reparation story is of the 1906 history of what really happened in Atlanta, of how I think maybe we've talked about this, I think a few times, of how black people were brutally killed because of the false accusation white people came up with on the mainstream media, on the magazines, the white women, of course, with this notion of I've been raped. It was a black man and all that.
Oh,
So
always.
yeah,
Sounded like a show Airtown that town in California. I couldn't remember the name of it. Shot Airtown. Got the name right. There was a town that we built in California that they successful, but they decided to make sure it was going to fail because they end up cutting out the water. They cut off the water supply. You know, you're good white people. They're so good.
it's crazy. So let me share this as we start, as we continue.
In the sweltering summer of 1906, the city of Atlanta was engulfed in a wave of violence that shook American history. On
Another
that
race
day,
for him.
September the 22nd, a wild, riotous mob of white men had stormed into the 5th area of downtown Atlanta, destroying black-owned businesses and brutally attacking, maiming, and killing any person of color in sight.
Boy.
In 1906, September 22nd, 1906 to be exact, the city exploded when a mob of thousands of white, primarily men, but I believe there were some women in there too, began to attack black citizens and black businesses and black residential areas. It started in the central business district, and that's where the black and white businesses were located and in competition.
You know this
And
was
so it
happening.
started
You know this
there.
was
It was
happening
September
all the time,
22nd.
everywhere in America. All the time, over and over and over again. Crazy.
The 23rd, the Sunday, the 24th, that Monday, and September 25th, that fourth day.
This madness of blind hate and cold hostility would go on for a string of 4 days.
So remember this, pause. Now remember this. Now I want you to understand that we're gonna juxtapose this. What I showed Joby, what happened 60 years later in the 60s, when black people were not gonna take it no more, and they were fighting back. See, back then, that's our great grandparents. They're all scared. Oh no, the white people, they're coming to kill us. By the night. No, that's the early 19. By the 1960s, you see, we're burning cities down to the ground and killing their ass. See, completely different. Go ahead, Joe.
Mobs dispersed through downtown and surrounding areas, reducing it to ruthless.
And that was to say that it was centered primarily in Brownsville, where there was really an armed confrontation. They duked it out, they battled it out. The blacks said that south side. The documentation says that there were 25 African Americans killed and maybe 2 whites. We know the numbers were greater, especially when it came to the black victims
Black people, of course,
of this assault. The catalyst for this was really a result of media, a result of articles that were in newspapers in the city.
I was lying.
During this time frame, they published articles that essentially categorized all black people as criminals.
Criminals.
And the media had lied about this heart-wrenching event, twisting the truth
Like
of
they
the
do.
entire event to
Remember,
cover up the damage.
well, no movies yet, like they do in their movies. We're always the criminal. That's why that rap shit is so dangerous. Shout out to Kendrick making us respect. That's why that rap or that criminal looking shit and all that gangster shit, that destroys our image. That's why they do it. Like people think, because everybody, your mind doesn't know, unless you know this, your mind does not know how to distinguish reality from fiction. So the mind, if the mind sees it, it takes it as it believes it's real, unless you understand that. So now we're the criminal class. Go ahead, Joby.
Damages done by whites from the public eye.
So they're saying that white safety and white power was in jeopardy by black citizens.
The white power. All right.
The Atlanta Constitution, 1951. And so you'll notice that they say possibly Atlanta's most tragic period was the 4 bitter days in September 1906 when hatred and death rode rapid through the normally quiet, peace-loving city. Following a series of attacks on white women by Negroes, tension had grown.
It's always the same. It's always the same fight. It's always the attack on white women trope. Black people after they women. Always the black man. Everyone, remember when we showed the movie in Rosewood? He said that white woman said a black man raped me alive. I started in Black Wall Street in Oklahoma. A white woman supposed to got raped by a black man alive again. It's always the famous fake white woman trope getting raped, which is a lie over and over again. This is all every time. Go ahead, Joe.
So they're validating, they're saying there were attacks on white women by black men. So in telling the story, they're perpetuating a lie about what really occurred. This is a period of the gubernatorial elections, the campaigns. And so the papers were in competition, really. The papers were actually the tools of the 2 candidates for the Democratic nomination for governor. The Atlanta Constitution was the paper that was affiliated with Clark Howell. Okay, one of the two gubernatorial candidates, Democratic gubernatorial candidates. The Atlanta Journal
So
was
pause it,
affiliated
Joby.
with
Remember, back then, most black people we were Republicans back then, not Democrats. So back then, that was when the goddamn Democrats were openly racist. It only flipped in the 1960s with that MLK bullshit that we became Democrats. That's when Johnson said, "I'll have these niggas voting Democratic for the next 100 years." Right? So the both parties are racist against us. Now we said, because when you go up to say, "Oh, the Republican Party is racist," both parties are racist, guys. Both. At that time, the Democratic Party was openly racist to us. Openly. The Democrats are not openly racist to them. Theirs is hidden. Republican Party is openly racist. Back then, the Republican Party was not openly; it was hidden. And the Democrats are openly racist. They just switch. But at the end of the day, they're both racist. Go ahead, John.
Smith. There was fear that black male voters had too much power. And of course,
Exactly. Good.
black men were in the majority in the Republican Party, about
See, I told you. And
75%.
then the Republican Party, see, I told you. Back then, we were Republicans. Not no more. See, back then, we were not Democrats. We were Republicans. And there's a bunch of black people, Republicans. They didn't like that. Now, why is the Republican Party considered as the racist party now? Because it always was racist. you know, and all the black people went to the Democratic Party. They all of them are racist, guys. But go ahead, Joe.
The Republican Party was comprised of black men.
So this is Lincoln's Republican Party.
Exactly.
So now, with that being said, so what you're articulating here is that this is organized from the top.
Yes.
I mean, if we have two gubernatorial candidates that are using some kind of demagoguery to really strike fear into white Atlanta, this is orchestrated at a very high level.
The race riot, also known as the Atlanta race mass killing, was a violent and tragic event that exposed, of a truth, the deep-seated racial tensions and inequalities which plagued the nation at the turn of the 20th century. This was a planned effort by white power structures to politically disempower black Atlantans and impede future social progress. This was done under the guise of a race riot sparked by alleged black criminality. Though described as a riot, the 1906 Atlanta race mass killing is still largely unknown, despite being the largest outbreak of racial violence in Georgia's history, according to the National Center for Civil and Human Rights. In this video, we will be examining the 1906 Atlanta race riot. But before we go on, do not forget to support our efforts by hitting that like button.
Pause that for a second, Joe. Let me pause that for a second. Pause that. So we know this time's a bunch of race riots in major cities. Do me a favor, Joe. Open up another tab and ask Google this question. Say, what year was the St. Louis? What year was the St. Louis race riot? Remember, we call it race killing because they kill no riots. They be killing riots. Say, what year was the St. Louis? That's ST. Say ST, then LOUIS.
This is 1917.
Okay, all around all the same time. You know, you niggas are starting to get good, get lives, get businesses. It's time to get the killing y'all ass.
11 years later, literally. Damn.
Stay tuned in for more informative.
There's a bunch of them. I was just naming 100. A bunch of them in Chicago, St. Louis, Atlanta, everywhere. Shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, Rosewood in 1923. We have the Tulsa Race Masquerade 1921. The Atlanta one. Crazy.
Stories ahead. Now, let's take a solemn journey down the dark, sordid path of history, looking through the glass of time.
But Simba said we got it good, Joby. Simba said we got a cushy life. Go ahead.
Atrocities meted out on the black race in the guise of race riot. But first, calling the event a riot is a misrepresentation of the event that had occurred. What happened, in essence, was a coordinated attack against black residents, which destroyed numerous homes and businesses, forever altering the city's physical and cultural landscape. Here,
to make sure we stay poor.
After the end of the American Civil War and during the Reconstruction era, There was violence of whites against blacks throughout the South. Whites reacted to the emancipation of blacks, accusations of black criminality, and political empowerment of freedmen. Specifically, the gaining of voting franchise by blacks, which led to political power and representation. And the fact of having former slaves become equals was threatening to whites' ideals of racial supremacy. Also, increased tension resulted from whites competing with blacks for wages, and the idea of paying for labor which had been free for centuries was too hard for them to bear. Atlanta had developed rapidly, attracting workers for its rebuilding and particularly known from the 1880s as the rail hub of the South.
I gonna pay no nigga. You niggas supposed to work for free. You niggas supposed to be poor, work for free, don't never have nothing. That's what you're supposed to have. We want this globally. Go ahead, Joe.
This resulted in a dramatic increase in both the African American population, who grew from 9,000 in 1880 to 35,000 in 1900. And the overall city population increased from a population of 89,000 in 1900 to 150,000 in 1910, as individuals from rural areas and small towns sought better economic opportunities.
In the city.
With this influx,
start moving to the big city.
The demand for resources, race relations in Atlanta would become increasingly strained in the crowded city. Whites would expand Jim Crow segregation in residential neighborhoods and on public transportation. However, freedmen and their descendants had gained the franchise during Reconstruction, and whites increasingly feared and resented their exercise of political power. African Americans had also established prosperous businesses and developed elites who distinguished themselves from working class blacks, making some whites resent them even more. Among the successful black businessmen was Alonzo Herndon, who owned and operated a large, refined barbershop.
They like seeing you fucked up. They work. How these niggas got money and got businesses? They get joy in seeing black people fucked up. Make sure you understand that globally. Go ahead, Joe.
This new status brought increased competition between blacks and whites for jobs and heightened class distinctions. The police and fire department were still exclusively white.
All white.
As were employees in the city and county governments. State requirements from 1877 limited black voting through poll taxes, record keeping, and other devices to impede voter registration, but many freedmen and descendants could still vote. Unfortunately, the two major candidates played on racial tensions during their campaigning for the gubernatorial election of 1906, in which Ems Hoke Smith and Clark Howell competed for the Democratic primary nomination.
Yep, both Democrats, they said, but both Democrats probably saying, we need to get rid of these, exactly. We need to get rid of these niggas. Exactly, you know that back then. We need to get rid, we got too many niggas running around here that are free, got businesses. Can you know that this nigga, I went to his house, he had a piano? I ain't got no damn piano. But do you play? I don't play, but goddammit, the nigga got a piano. And I ain't got one. I'm a white man, I tell you. I'm a goddamn white man. That's what I'm telling you. They got these niggas got jobs, they got cars. That ain't right. It ain't right. And I don't like it. Go ahead, Joe.
Smith was a former publisher.
You know, hold on, pause it. They always say, pause again, too, Jeff. And they know he got a woman, his wife, they working so good, they refuse to wash my baby's clothes, to wash my wife and to wash our shit. These black bitches are supposed to be washers. They're supposed to wash our kids and have our kids' titties in their mouth. They're supposed to have our kids got their mouth in their titties. What kind of shit is this? When a black woman don't want to be my washer woman. Huh?
Exactly. This is why you say that on Richard they're so bitter. One of the persons says blacks don't need that shit, whites need reparation. Though for all the crimes, whites need for all the crimes minority commit against them. In a way, well,
all crazy.
Okay.
All crazy. What crimes, you vicious, no good, goddamn cave beast? All the crimes are you. That's why you want to erase history. Want to make a white history month. Your history be stealing, robbing, killing, genocide. That's your history. Then try to say people have done shit to you. Nobody done nothing to you, you wicked bastards. But your time is coming. Your time is coming.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Editor of the Atlanta
For
this
more
right here,
than
this is you.
2,000 years,
Go ahead.
a
Go ahead.
forgotten community has kept the tradition.
Damn, that dude. Sorry, brother.
in which Ems Hoke Smith and
What
Clark
happened?
Howell
Where did it
competed
go?
for the Democratic primary nomination. Smith had explicitly campaigned on a platform to disenfranchise black voters in Georgia, while Howell was also looking to exclude them from politics. Smith was a former publisher of the Atlanta Journal, and Howell was the editor of the Atlanta Constitution. Both candidates used their influence to incite white voters and help spread the fear that whites may not maintain the current social order. These papers and others attacked saloons and bars that were run and frequented by black citizens. These dives, as whites called them, were said to have nude pictures of women. The Atlanta Georgian and the Atlanta News publicized police reports of white women who were allegedly sexually molested and raped by black men. Going forward, on that memorable Saturday, the 22nd of September, 1906, Atlanta newspapers reported 4 sexual assaults on local white women, allegedly by black men, including brutal attacks on Ethel Lawrence and her niece, Mabel Lawrence. Ethel, an English woman visiting her brother in Atlanta, and her niece were picking ferns or wildflowers when they were attacked. She was hospitalized with severe injuries and lost an eye. Following this report, several dozen white men and boys had begun gathering in gangs. They would beat, stab at, and shoot black people, even pulling them off vehicles or assaulting them on streetcars. These unruly activities had begun in the 5 Point section of downtown. However, after extra editions of the report had been printed on paper, by midnight, estimates were that 10,000 to 15,000 white men and boys had gathered through downtown streets and were roaming just to attack blacks. By 10 p.m., the first 3 blacks had been killed and more were being treated in the hospital. Governor Joseph M. Terrell called out 8 companies.
And remember, pause that, messenger. Remember, you couldn't go to the government. All the police were white and racist. All the government, most people going for governor were racist. Everybody's racist. So you couldn't turn to the government to help you. The police, the goddamn fire department, they're all white racist people. Imagine, so black people couldn't turn to nobody for help but themselves. That's why I believe in goddamn separation. You were forced to deal with other black people. You couldn't afford to be divided because you couldn't go nowhere but to somebody black. That's why that tribal shit would never work in America. This racist motherfucking place, you couldn't depend on nobody but your black neighbor, somebody black. Because you couldn't go to the white power structure. They were all trying to kill your ass. Go ahead, Joker.
Battery of light artillery. By 2:30 a.m., some 25 to 30 blacks were reported dead, with many more injured. The trolley lines had been closed before midnight to reduce movement, in hopes of discouraging the mobs and offering some protection to the African-American neighborhoods, as whites were going there and attacking people in their houses or driving them outside. The barbershop owned by Alonzo Herndon, one of the nation's first African-American millionaires, was among the first targets of the white mob.
Oh, he's a millionaire! He was a millionaire! You know they gonna burn his shit down to the ground. This goddamn nigga got a piano!
Were also killed on the steps of the U.S. Post Office and inside the Marion Hotel, where a crowd chased one. During that night, a large mob attacked Decatur Street, the center of black restaurants and saloons. It destroyed the businesses and assaulted any black people within sight.
Of course, they're gonna destroy the businesses.
Street and related neighborhoods to wreak more damage. However, a heavy rain from 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. was said to have helped suppress the fever for rioting later that day. The racial terrorism inflicted by white mobs during the Atlanta mass killing sought to maintain white supremacy and dominance by instilling
fear why we need reparations.
Black community.
Exactly.
This they had always resorted to achieve through unpredictable, arbitrary, and brutal violence. It was common during this era for a lynch mob's focus to expand beyond a specific person to target members of the person's family, neighbors, or any and all black people in the area. In this case, as the mob spread out from the 5 Points area of downtown Atlanta, they attacked, destroyed, and looted black-owned businesses, throwing stones and bricks through windows and using knives, firearms, and other weapons.
And how much you want to bet nobody white was ever charged? Black people lost all their money, was all fucked up. It's over and over again. It's over and over again. And you have a low budget, a seed eating cracker from bitch you talking stupid shit. Shut your filthy fucking mouth. You cowardly ass cracker. When you come talk to us, you always be scared. Get in my face, boy. Something's gonna happen to you. You cowardly ass bastards. You know, they burn shit down to the ground, and then try to blame black people while they're in poverty when they want to keep constantly putting you in there. When should nobody white in America be broke? Because you were given every damn thing. Black people were never given shit. You was given everything and you're still fucked up. You're inadequate, you don't match, and by God, when black people leave this motherfucking board, oh! Give me one white country without your savagery that's ever succeeded. None. You're a bunch of savages. You're not going to change. But it's not us getting rid of the earth that's getting rid of you up your ass. It's not us. The earth is getting rid of you. Earth is a living being, not your fake Jesus. The earth is alive. Earth is tired of you no good bastards and it's getting rid of you. That's why you can't have babies. It's not us. Earth is saying no more. No more of this shit. Enough is enough. Mother Nature getting rid of you, which is God. Okay? So don't get mad at everybody else. God is getting rid of you. God has been found you motherfuckers guilty and wicked. And so he's just getting rid of you. That's all. No one has to fight you. Your birth rate is fucked up. It ain't got nothing to do with COVID either. It was already fucked up before COVID. So you can try to get your white women money and whatever. Hopefully I'll get the black women to stop fucking with you. So they stop giving you, they wound to your ass. Keeping your ass alive. Other than that, it's a wrap for you bastards. You know, I thought you were superior race. Why are you dying out? My white supremacy and my white supremacy. You're a savage psychopath. And you're getting rid of. You'll be gone by the end of the century. Adios. And won't nobody cry for your ass being gone. You're wicked. You're evil. You don't think nobody's supposed to deserve reparations for the shit you did right here? All the shit you done? That's why you're wicked, but the earth is saying you got to go. You're wicked. You're never going to do right. You're always going to be wicked. Okay? That is make all kind of crazy. Oh, it's the black people, minorities doing shit to you. America, you stole this whole country, killed everybody in it. Australia committed genocide. Everywhere you go, you commit genocide. Everywhere you fucking go. Everywhere you fucking go. The world hasn't been safe from you wicked bastards since you got your filthy asses out of Europe. You're unwashed, unbathed, disease-ridden buttholes. Okay? Committed genocide everywhere you went. That's your MO. So it can't be an accident where you went. Namibia, South Africa, Kenya, everywhere you went. It's been genocide. Then you want to play the motherfucking victim. Sound crazy as cat shit. You're the victim. Victim of what? Victim of your own filth but not washing your ass? All the diseases came from your ass. These are facts. All diseases came from your filthy ass. One of our Africans running around with diseases now. Because your ass got there, that's why. Every sexual disease comes from you white people. That's a biological fact. Huh? Run around fucking animals and shit. That's your history. Deal with it. Laying with dogs, horses, and all kind of weirdo shit. That's about your fake white supremacy. You ain't supreme in what? You only been supreme in savagery. That's how you stole the world, through your savagery and your filth. Because you came across the people who were loving and thought you were like them. Tied you back to dinner, in their homes. You knocked them in their head, took them into slavery, beat them, came back and colonized them. And like I said, that day of people being nice is coming to an end. That was gonna hurt you. That was gonna hurt you. But I'm not gonna tell you to get right. Everybody, a little white, got a little white hair guy says, you better get right. You better get right. Because your day of reckoning, and that's what you white people, your day of reckoning is coming. You think you're gonna rob, kill, steal, rape, and that was gonna be it forever? You thought it was just linear. You didn't realize time is cyclical, moron. Time is cyclical. You thought you're gonna do that shit and it's gonna be, you thought you're gonna just freeze the world as you stole it. Let me steal everything and then play the victim card. No. That wasn't gonna work because time is cyclical. Your time is running out. You know that's why y'all scared. Your time in power on this planet is coming to the end. Everybody can feel it, and you feel it. You feel it in your fucking bones. But motherfucker, you better be glad that black people aren't like you. That better be your saving. You better pray to your fake God that black people are not like you. That's your only saving grace. That's the only thing that's gonna save you, wicked motherfuckers. Is that black people are not like you. That's the only thing gonna save you. Because black people are not sad. They gonna want to just take you out and kill all you bastards. That's only gonna save you because black people are not like you. Because you got it coming. It's not just Atlanta. It's over and over. Everywhere you go, it's been death and destruction. Everywhere you motherfucking savages went. Talking about civilization. You motherfuckers have never been civilized. When was this? What time in history has white people ever had any civilization? You maggot eaters, you blood drinkers, you filthy savages. Talking about civilization. You sound crazy as cat shit. Where have you brought your civilization? To who and where? Where's it been at? I missed it. Savage. You can't name one part of history. You motherfuckers ain't been savage. Killing, raping, stealing. That's your fucked up history. That's why everywhere you go, you erase history. When you get Africa, everywhere you go, you want to erase history. Everywhere you savages go. You don't want people to know your savagery. The stuff Joe be showing is not even, that stuff Joe be showing right there is not in any history book in America. None. And you make sure now that it's not there. Your savagery. Somebody we should have a white history month. I believe it. Give your white history, because all history is your time. But yeah, let's do a special white history month for you. And let's see what it is. Savagery after savagery after savagery after savagery. You fuck animals. You rape women. You steal land. You steal gold and wealth. You claim inventions that ain't yours. You're always unfair, unequal to everything you do, savage. So your days of talking to black people crazy, that day is over. I'm not my granddaddy. I'm not going to listen to your fuckery. I'm not going to say, okay, Mr. White Man, I'm not going to listen to your fuckery. I'm telling you, you better get your ass out my face before something happened to your ass, and you'll get your motherfucking ass out of there too. Because you know I'm not fucking around with you. Name me the time any white people, besides when you got the gun, you beat anybody black. Oh, fucking never. Got these South Africans talking shit. Motherfucker, without the gun, you always lost. You ain't never beat nobody black. You motherfuckers are weaklings. Why you think all the boxers are always black men? Huh? You ain't never fought us no 1-to-1 and won nothing. It wasn't until you got, the Moors gave you motherfucking retarded bastards the gun. Until you got the gun, you could never bring your punk ass into Africa. Ever. You've never been on no hand-to-hand shit. Ever. That's never happened. And if it has, show me history where you fought black people on an equal playing field where you won. It has never happened. When you gonna get a white man beat up on a black man? Fuck fucking never. Never. And if you want to line up, we'll go toe to toe. Give me 6 black men, I give you 6 black men. And I'm going to tell you going to win. I'm betting on black, baby. I'm betting on black. They're going to knock, I'm going to bet on black. And I bet you I win. I bet you I win. There won't be no 6 white men ever beat no 6 black men in nothing physical. Okay? You say, well, we're not physical. We're smarter than you. You're not smarter than us. You're more savage. I've already shown that. You're savage. Smarter than nobody. Go ahead, Joby. I had to do my rant.
Americans on site in the area. The display of sheer cruelty by white mobs on September 22nd alone was heart-wrenching, to say the
sheer
least.
Cruelty all the time. Sheer cruelty all the time. Sheer savagery every time. This thing, we can put up all the riots. There's so many. Joby just called another so many of them. It's always you killing black people. You motherfuckers are cannibals. You would eat black men's testicles, you filthy bastards. Eat the ball sack of a black man. That's your ass. You don't want to put that in your history book. That turtle we looked at a couple weeks ago. After you hung him, you ate him. You ate us. You used to eat black people. These are facts. Talking about black people that are cannibals. You motherfuckers have always been the cannibals. So you can't say I'm a person of my time. This is recent. You would hang black people and then eat them. And all you would sit around and get postcards and smile and shit. That's your fucking history. Chopping up black men and women's body parts, eating them and smiling, and then making postcards out of the wicked shit. How wicked can you be? That's your history. Oh, you don't want that. That's called, what's that new shit you fucking morons call it? Critical race theory. All other kind of stupid shit you name. Because you're wicked. It's your history. Always. Everywhere you went, it's the same shit. This could be Atlanta. This could be Nairobi. This could be Johannesburg, Cape Town. This could be goddamn Accra, Ghana. This could be Lagos. Same shit. Everywhere. You gone. Canada, Toronto, Montreal. Everywhere you went, same shit. Australia, we can say Sydney. We can say Brisbane. We can say Perth. Everywhere you went, same shit. Go ahead, Joe.
Murdered that day in cold blood was unsettling. William Welch, an African-American who may have been a local barber, was attacked, shot, and left to die near Grady Hospital. An African-American Western Union messenger, Frank Smith, was also attacked by a white mob near a bridge on Forsyth Street. Once the mob caught up with him, they had violently stabbed him and pelted him with stones before throwing his brutalized body over the side of the bridge. As the mob continued their attack throughout downtown Atlanta, black men, women, and children would flee away from town to whatever shelters they could find elsewhere. The segregated colored wards of Grady Hospital overflowed with dead and seriously wounded people who were blacks. Many of these would beg to stay at the hospital for protection from the attacking white mob still raging outside. Wounded black residents even sought refuge in the local police station, as a section of the headquarters had been designated an impromptu clinic area. According to reports, a black woman named Leola Maddox and her husband were trapped downtown while shopping on Mitchell Street and targeted by a roving white mob. Mrs. Maddox was fatally stabbed, and her husband was severely beaten. Later in the evening, white men shot and killed a black man named Will Marion in downtown Atlanta, and a black woman named Annie Shepard was also shot at point-blank range in the chest and killed in a separate location. Ms. Shepard was employed as a launderer and may have been walking to or from work when she was murdered. The mob violence would continue into the midnight of September 22. While looting a pawn shop, a mob of more than 75 white men saw Milton Brown, another African-American, and had begun chasing him down Peters Street. Mr. Brown was shot 3 times in his chest, head, and shoulder. Members of the Atlanta Police Department witnessed Mr. Brown's attack but did not intervene. News reports stated that as Mr. Brown was waiting for an ambulance,
they're white. They weren't going to do nothing.
Knew nothing of the trouble going on and that the attack on him was wholly unexpected. He gave up the ghost before an ambulance arrived. Milton
But he
Brown
died.
worked for the Stocks Coal Company as a laborer and was walking back to his home on Morris Street from a friend's house on Castleberry Street. From the 22nd to the 25th of September 1906, news reports issued various counts of the dead and wounded, and many unnamed victims were reported to have been beaten, shot, maimed, or brutalized as the riot continued without intervention. At this bloody point, several areas had become sites of concentrated violence during the riot, for white mobs all throughout the surrounding society had begun
And I want you
chasing
to
black
know,
people
ain't
all
shit
throughout
changed
Atlanta.
with them. The same white people then today are the same white people today. Same white people then, or the same white people today. I want you to know this and understand this deep in your motherfucking bones. Don't get anything twisted as if things have changed. Times change. They don't. Go ahead, Joby.
The Kimball House Hotel off Decatur Street was swarmed by a white mob that gathered outside the hotel, waving newspapers and shouting, "The time to strike back is now." Off Marietta Street, violence targeting black people continued. White mobs dragged at least 3 brutalized black people's bodies to the base of the Henry Grady statue, which was erected to honor Henry Grady, a white man who had represented the New South in the 1870s and 1880s, insisting that racial conflict was no longer a problem in the region. These events were quickly publicized the next day, being Sunday. Violence had continued against black people. The mass killings were, however, covered internationally. Le Petit Journal of Paris would report,
These are all your fake white Christians. These are all your fake white Christians and they fake ass religion. These are all your fake white Christians. Huh? Go ahead, Joe.
Assaulted with clubs and pelted with stones. Another account is from the Atlanta History Center. According to the center, some black Americans were hanged from lampposts. Others were shot, beaten, or stabbed to death. They were pulled from streetcars and attacked on the street. As the terror continued into Monday, the 24th, same month of September, the white mobs had begun to migrate into nearby black communities, attacking black residents in their wake. On that Monday, September morning, Zeb Long was found hanging from a tree in East Point, Georgia, a suburb 8 miles south of Atlanta. According to news reports, the East Point police arrested Mr. Long on September 23rd for incendiary talk about the way white people were treating Negroes and imprisoned him in the town jail.
They arrested him for talking about it. They arrested him for talking about white people killing black people. They arrested him for, see, that's why you, what? It's all, man. Black people, boy, we got for 2 months. Go ahead.
50 white men broke into the jail and abducted Mr. Long. During this era, it was not uncommon for lynch mobs to seize their victims from jails, prisons, courtrooms, or out of police hands. Though the police were armed and charged with protecting the men and women in custody, they almost never got to resist white mobs from doing whatsoever they want to do to the black people under their guardship. The mob would drag Mr. Long with a rope around his neck and would bring him out to a wooded area near the town. The New York Times reported that Mr. Long begged for his life, but despite his pleas, Mr. Long was promptly lynched.
Fuck begging him. They're gonna kill you, fuck kill and kiss your black ass.
By the evening of that day, black residents in the community of Brownsville, which is now South Atlanta, would receive word that the white mobs were advancing towards their community. A group of African Americans would quickly hold a meeting in the community on how to defend themselves, probably, because at this point they had become heavily armed. When Fulton County Police learned of the gathering, they feared a counterattack and launched a raid on Brownsville. As Brownsville residents
the police stopped them from getting. See, the police launched a counterattack for black people trying to defend themselves. So, don't go to the police. The police are trying to stop you from defending yourself. They're trying to get the guns so the people can come and kill you. That's why I tell Joby, we got to have guns in this country. Tell me that our history shows us that, Joby.
Very, very important. That's the same thing I say today about us in Africa. With all this information you think I'm having, I say that when I see a white person, I feel like blowing the shit out of them. Yeah.
The white mob.
Why are you in Africa?
Arrived along with police officers and deputized white residents. The mob forced their way into homes and buildings and assaulted black residents while looking for weapons, being that Jim Crow laws made it illegal for African Americans to own firearms. When the mob confronted a group of black men on the street, a shootout ensued, and an officer was killed.
That's right, kill all of them.
3 companies of heavily armed militia were sent to Brownsville, where they seized weapons and arrested more than 250 African-American men. The arrested black men were placed on streetcars under armed guard, but the streetcar never reached the jail. A white mob stopped the car near Crew Street to attack the black men on board.
Yep.
One of the black men, Sam Magruder, whose surname was also reported as McSaunders, attempted to flee and was repeatedly shot by the mob. His body was reportedly torn apart by the bullets. Mr. Magruder was taken by ambulance to Grady Hospital, where he would die the following morning. One white woman who saw the attack take place reportedly died from a heart attack due to the sight. Frank Fambro, a well-known resident of Brownsville, was lynched at his grocery store during the mob violence. A few years earlier, when Mr. Fambro testified as a witness in a murder trial, a local judge praised him as an example of the way to stop lynchings. But as the unchecked racial violence raged in Atlanta, Mr. Fambro was shot in the chest and killed in his own store.
So he's a bootleg, most likely. They got his ass 2 years later for being a bootleg, nigga. Hey, being a bootleg don't save you. They still gonna come back and get you. Hey, that was the good nigga, but yeah, he's still a nigga. We're gonna shoot him in the head. He got and this nigga got a piano.
Acting under the auspices of deputized authority, another black man named George Wilder was found dead in a shed behind Mr. Fambro's store on September 25th, likely lynched by the same mob. Also, Mr. Wilder, a 70-year-old Civil War veteran who served with Union forces, was regarded as the oldest person lynched during the Atlanta mass killing.
70-year-old man. They didn't kill you, he's an old man. This is how wicked and evil these motherfuckers are. And I told you, that's why you look at the BitChute comments. I told you they don't change. They're still the same. They're still fucked up and psychopathic. He's an old man. What can he do to anybody? He's a nigga and he got a piano. That's what.
Despite fighting for freedom and the end of enslavement in the Civil War, he was lynched by white men who were fueled by the same deep-seated racial hostility more than 4 decades later. However, following the outbreak of violence on September 22nd, military and police presence increased throughout the city, and troops could be seen on every corner for the next several days. Rather than subduing the violence and protecting the most vulnerable residents, the law enforcement presence seemed to make the streets more dangerous for black people. No arrests were reported among the thousands of white Atlantans who had beaten and killed black residents.
Of course not. But there'll be no arrest for them. They got to kill black people with no justice. That's what they've always been done. They demand now that they got any kind of justice at all. Something they want to be able to kill. That's who they are. They want to be able to kill. What they mad about South Africa. They want to be able to kill without any justice. God damn it! I'm white. I want to kill me some niggas. I'm crazy savage. You think they ain't boiling over? They want to kill. I'm talking about a savage up in there. Go ahead, Joe.
Liaison for the Fulton County Remembrance Coalition said, many black Atlantans were arrested simply for arming themselves to protect their families.
Exactly. That's for arming themselves.
A higher education administrator, activist, and public historian also said that the individuals responsible for the violence defied stereotypes. They were not all so-called lower class, working class, illiterate white people who were in this mob, she says. These were the upstanding white citizens of the city. They ran the gamut from lower class, working class, middle class, upper class, law enforcement, lawyers, doctors.
That's why it's never about any class in America. It's about race. You always got the white liberal. Tell us about the class. It ain't about no class where motherfuckers killing me because I'm black. It's about my race. So then with these damn dumbass liberal, white liberals talking about, it's not about race, it's about class. You tell them to shut the fuck up. This country's always been about race, and white people, everywhere they gone, made everything about race. Go ahead, Joby.
Early in the morning on Tuesday, September 25th, Will Moreland and James Fletcher, 2 black men, were further killed by Atlanta City Police on Randolph Street. They were promptly shot by 2 white officers who responded to allegations of a disturbance caused by Negroes firing at passing white men. And just to justify the shootings, the Atlanta Constitution reported that the police officers were shot at before killing Mr. Moreland and Mr. Fletcher. but those claims were never confirmed or scrutinized in court. It was unclear whether the officers who lynched Mr. Moreland and Mr. Fletcher were full-time officers or newly deputized white men granted official authority to patrol the city, much like the lawless mobs. Also, on that 25th, one Sam Robinson was shot and killed by soldiers for not halting. Mr. Robinson, who was employed as a carpenter in South Atlanta, was on his way to work when he was murdered. The presence of white paramilitary citizens, police officers, and state militia did little to quell the riot. On the contrary, instead, it had served in many cases to increase the number of casualties. Meanwhile, as the police arrests and violence against Black Atlanta residents continued, Black leaders and white officials would meet privately to discuss plans for ending the terror, and the city's Chamber of Commerce held a public meeting. Although the riot had been the product of white mob brutality, fueled by the sensationalized narratives of racial hostility spread by the white press, these meetings insisted on a narrative that the violence was due to Black Atlanta residents' failure to protect white women. News reports of the mass killings spread throughout the United States and Europe.
This how fucking psychopathic these no good bastards. It was because black people didn't protect white women. That's why we went on a savage killing and raping spree and hanging spree. That's how fucking crazy these people are. They're dealing with a psychopath. A psychotic psychopath. That's their nature. They're psychopaths. That's why they're so full of racial hate. They're psychotic. And ain't nothing ever gonna change that. Sorry. I don't care if you got one or two good ones. I gotta get to 1,000 bad ones to find the one good one. So that's a waste of my motherfucking time. Everywhere they go, they've done this everywhere they went. And what, you think Trump don't know that the white people in South Africa are the same as him? They're not tribal. He said, come here to America. You can be, he wants these racist crackers to be police. That's what he told them. You come to America and be police and kill black people here. They know they're the same fucking savages all over the world. They know this. They know they're the same. They know they're the same as wicked as you found in the white South Africa, the white motherfucker in Kenya, the white motherfucker in Namibia, the white motherfucker in Australia, the white motherfucker wherever they've been stealing shit. Canada, America, New Zealand. Where you find these wicked motherfuckers, it's the same shit. It's the same history, over and over and over again. Genocide, murder, and no justice ever been done to these motherfuckers. So, black man hasn't stood up and given no justice, so the planet is getting rid of their ass. See, this is spiritual. I'm gonna tell you the dirt. They wasn't never supposed to be here to begin with. They're unnatural to the planet, and the planet is getting rid of their ass. So whoever made them, I don't know who made them. We don't give a fuck. The planet's saying no more of these savages. Their judgment's already been passed. I don't got no black women laying with their ass. Your judgment's already been passed. You're fucking out of here. It ain't nothing you gonna do, you right? You can force your women not to have abortions, to pay them to get pregnant. I don't give a fuck what you do. It ain't gonna work. You're like 7%, 6% of the world's population. You're going by the next you out of here. You out of here. And the ones that left, so you got to see the thing you trying to do. I know you understand. You trying to do with your fake shit. You trying to let's say VICCINEs in Africa and put diseases in there. You know what the true guy did? He made a baby boom in Africa. And these ain't your granddaddy's Africans. They don't want to be all soft and kind and docile. So the ones that are remaining, you white people that are remaining, I'm telling you, better get your motherfucking head right. This is my love towards you. You better get your motherfucking head right because you got a debt to pay. And I ain't talking about no money. I'm talking about debt coming out of your ass. You got a debt to pay globally. And you better get your motherfucking head right. This is my African love I'm trying to help you with. You better get your motherfucking head right. Because what you see here, what Joe be showing, Oh my God. They told you 2 out of every 3 people will be black on this planet. Will be black. And they ain't gonna be your grandfather, Negro. Oh, shucking and jiving and smiling in your motherfucking face. Oh no. No. These children gonna come back. I told you the 3 smartest kids are black. That's gonna be all black kids. All black kids globally. And they're gonna want some payback from you motherfuckers. Okay? I'm your friend. I'm trying to help you. You better get your motherfucking mind right. Because retribution is coming. Your retribution is fucking coming.
You say you're
It's
their
coming. What you say, Joby?
you're their friend? Okay.
I'm trying to be your friend. Oh yeah, because I'm telling our friend is telling you what's coming. Because I ain't got no piano, Joby.
Everyone can to the comments as they get closer to winding up.
But much of the coverage was inaccurate because Atlanta officials minimized the degree of death and destruction that occurred to spare the city's
Of course, they
reputation.
minimized, exactly, minimized and lied to it. Protect the
Sadly, many
city.
people's lives were forever changed by witnessing these events. For both Walter White, then 13 years of age, and W.E.B. Du Bois, then a professor at Atlanta University, the riot became a defining moment. What Walter White witnessed, standing in the window of his family's downtown home, frightened and terrified him. Du Bois,
Lucky survived.
secured himself and his wife in their apartment, and later did what was completely out of character for him. He purchased a gun that he fully expected to use if his family was threatened. After the riot, Du Bois penned a poem, The Litany of Atlanta. The riot convinced Du Bois that the best protection for African Americans in the South as well as the North was an organization dedicated to promoting social justice and protection of legal rights. He helped found the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People.
He didn't find that shit. That's a lie. Boss, he didn't find that. That's a lie. The Jays founded that bullshit. He didn't find none of it. That's why the sister said she's not joining that shit. And it's a fake organization founded by the Jays. Rothschilds founded that shit. Okay, through their spies in America, the Spingarns and the other ones. They had no board. They had no damn black people even on the board. That's founded by the Jays. So he didn't have to find none of that shit. That's a lie. He was a puppet that they put there. Du Bois was a puppet. That's why when he died, he left and went to Ghana. He's a puppet. They treated him as a puppet, never gave him no real power. He got disgusted and took his ass to Africa and died in Ghana. So he didn't start, had nothing to do with no NAACP. That's a lie. Go ahead, Joby.
In 1909, in the aftermath of the riot, grand jury investigations would conclude that city police had absolutely failed in the performance of their duty, which has led to the death of many African-American Atlantans. Groups made up of white and black community leaders would meet to determine how to provide aid to those who were most affected. However, despite the riot's roots in racial hostility, there were other consequences of the riot as well, both locally and nationally. Its aftermath saw a depression of Atlanta's black community and economy.
Of course, you broke.
Contributed to the passage of statewide prohibition and black suffrage restriction by 1908, with more Jim Crow laws later developed to further restrict the rights and freedoms of black people.
Exactly. So they were saying black people, you own nothing, so to pass more laws. They made you they impoverished you, and what these savages do, destroy all your business and leave you broken, fucked up, assed out, butt naked, and then pass more laws so you can't even rebuild your fucking economy because it's a threat to their fragileness, their white supremacy fake shit that they create, that fake ass white supremacy shit. That's what happens. That's what happens.
Residential areas and forcing black-owned businesses out of the central business district. Inasmuch as the race riot had a profound effect on many of those who experienced it, it was forgotten or minimized for decades in the white community.
Of course it was forgotten. No, it was erased. It was erased. They're not going to teach their fucked up history. But then again, it's erased. It's not forgotten. They erase it because it always shows their savagery. And like I said, this everywhere they've gone. Not just, it's everywhere. Everywhere it's the same shit. Savagery. Why they talk about their fake fucked up God? They talk about their fake fucked up God while they promote their savagery. Go ahead, Joe.
In conclusion, the 1906 race riot serves as a clear reminder of the deep-seated racial tensions and inequalities that have plagued American society for centuries. The violence and destruction that occurred during this dark chapter in history emphasize the urgent need for continued efforts to address systemic racism and promote social justice. It is also imperative that we learn from the mistakes of the
And it's
past
just
and
no
work
mistake.
towards.
It's the same. It's the same shit today. It's the same shit. Why you got all the racist comments on? It's the same shit. They don't change. That's what they are. As a complete as a as their core as a people. You got a few good ones, okay. The majority are not. Their core as a people are fucked up, racist, savage. That's what they are as the majority. Savagery. They make all kind of fake ass history up and talk about their fake God as they kill everybody. I'm going to church with my Jesus, my fake white cracker Jesus, as they murder, steal, kill, rape. I wish there was a hell because every last one of these bastards would go. Well, you know, there ain't no hell. What hell? If there was a hell, all these white bastards would go to hell. They're
Okay.
wicked, evil, fucked up. What
Back to
hell? Go
back
ahead,
to their
Joker.
that's
Yeah,
what's up.
please.
Okay, that's their hell. But let me go to the comments of
Yeah, go
everyone.
ahead.
It's a drama screen earlier was talking about they were attacking women and children too. That is under the same documentary. Big Cheese says America has always made black male heterosexuality a crime. 75%
Crime.
of the time, they used it as a weapon to destroy our progress. And also, Jiba Jabba says, let me get that. Can we change the negative algorithm or is it over? Um, I don't understand what you meant. Is it on the
What do you
same?
mean, Jibber Jabber? What do you mean change the negative algorithm? The negative algorithm that they put on us? I
Okay.
doubt it because remember that's where all the money is making us look fucked up. The Jays control the system so you don't get in any kind of mainstream entertainment without being fucked up. Whether you're a movie, actor, or musician. They're all fucked up. We don't own anything until we own and make our own industries to promote our own images. No.
Hmm. And I also see Juba says white women have always wanted that and when caught, they cry grape.
Right.
Wash.
He raped me. But I caught you sucking his dick. Yeah, but he raped me. He raped me. He raped me, the dirty nigga. Raped me. But I caught his dick in your mouth and you licking on it. Yeah, but he raped me. He raped me.
People says everything is set up where the white
And,
man doesn't
and, and, niggas got a piano.
have to compete for wealth and resources, and the black man is not allowed to compete for wealth and resources.
Exactly right, Big Cheese.
Mm-hmm. Jiba says the recent Cincinnati Nazi what? That one was a test together to feel of racial conflict and how far it will go. And also see Jiba also as the okay. Right, let me see. It was only 2 seasons. I thought, let me check. Okay, 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 okay. Jiba also says, I call Cap back then, only a white man would beat a white woman till her eyes burst out. Damn, that ain't 1906 behavior. Damn.
Exactly. They especially ain't nobody black doing that. Exactly. We're not savage. Exactly. In 1906, that's a white person that did that. Exactly. Nobody black is beat nobody white till their eyes pop out their head. No woman. It's just like, especially not in the South where we already docile and we weak and scared in the South. Because the South was like Africa is. Everybody's scared and docile and ain't gonna do shit. What? Exactly. That ain't happening.
Jason also says our grandparents are and great great grandparents stayed together till death. Big families got all together. That's true, but today we don't have that. John Mosquito says these white women are real full of themselves nowadays because these foolish black men chasing them. They think every black man wants them. They get
They
offended
sure
when
do.
you
They
get them.
sure do. We don't want them. Exactly right. They sure do. That's nothing makes me mad. That these coon and bootlicks got this white woman's head blown up like our people want their ass. When you don't want them, it's all crazy. I don't want you going about your business. I'm good.
Jibajaba says, based on history, in 2025, if you don't have a bubble gum dispenser and training, you are a fool. I bet
That's
you.
right. That's right. You need much bubble gum.
This also says exactly agrees with Jibajaba. Another reason families moved to California from all parts of the South, especially Ankara's Elaine and Little Rock. And I also see Jason also says whites will get this work and the goddamn cops I think I said, and Big Jesus says what they don't understand is that a lot of Black history is white history, like Tulsa and Chicago.
Exactly. It's white history. They don't want to tell that exactly. Because every time our history's entwined with them, and it's always some wicked shit they've done.
Mhm. I also see Jason. Ricky, I see your comment. Jason says in America, black folks are real big and bigger in these damn prisons. Folks be big like monsters. And I also see adds the black men can hit white men good couple times and end up. I've also said the same thing. The same thing Keith has been was saying earlier. If they put the gun down, I'm sure Joby, huh, I won't say much. I know myself. Jiba also says that the white man deer hunts uh, to practice hunting, and I also see quit taking selfies. I wasn't taking selfies. I was just looking. I was looking for a wire. I forgot my charger at home. My phone is almost going off, so I was trying to figure out like what can I do here. So, yeah. But I also see Jiba says a black man was jailed for posting the film he took of the DC chopper and airplane crash. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that. I mean, what's wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong with that. It didn't make sense to me. No
What's
offense, but
wrong with it, Joby, is that the nigga had a piano. That's what's wrong with
oh my god. And I also see Jiba says the Holy Trinity in the US is a rifle, a shotgun, and a pistol. Jason also asked that the fear and the guilt help kill of white people. Jiba questions, did Africans ever hang people or is it only white behavior? No,
it.
it's only
White
white.
behavior. It's only white behavior. We never hung people. That's their shit. You didn't have no prisons in Africa. So there was no hang. You didn't even put people in jail in Africa, Jibba. It wasn't even a term in no African language or prison.
I think that was
And then,
sarcasm. Think that was some sarcasm. But I also see General
yeah, of
Mosquito
course.
says all white people are subconsciously racist, and if you don't believe that,
Yep,
raise your vibration above a certain frequency, and they'll reveal themselves. Personally, I've said I've never seen any white man approach me. Trust me, it's quite crazy, because they like me type, but I've
that's
never.
right. They love. That's right. They love your type. You better believe that shit.
Yeah, but I've never.
And and they love you because you got a piano.
Even when we went to the swimming, like my aura was literally like threatening that white man. Another time I met a white guy going to the supermarket, and I was like, "Motherfucker, you better not." And he didn't say hi. Even in around my home, there are so many white people living there. Like there's this apartment just full of white people, old men there. I always see
Oh,
them.
hold on, Joe. But you got white people in your apartments?
No, like
Oh,
in the
okay.
back of my apartment. I've seen there's some white people who live there, so I always see some of them like standing up with their little cheap ass cars there to smile at me, and I'm like, nah, don't even, don't even there. But yeah, so I also believe that. So raise your vibration correctly, you won't attract any of those people. You won't find yourself in that frequency. Yes. to the end of today's conversation. Do Black people demand reparations? That is the question of the night. Of course, they do. That is based on all this history. We're not supposed even to. There's so much evidence that is hidden. That is number one. Of course, that makes Black people sound crazy every time they talk about reparation because the information has been hidden. But if all this information was out there, written in the books, generations studying about this history, this should be a no debate. This is not something we're supposed to even be. They didn't. Now that bullshit Elon Musk was talking about. They're dead. Oh, nah. We demand reparations because look at all those businesses that were burnt down. And today, Black majority, I bet literally, how many Black people own businesses in America? Let's start there. How
Not
many
many, Joby. Not many.
today?
Not many. Not many, Joby.
So
Not
that's
many.
sense of
They
how they
they
now
don't
want.
they don't own they don't own the business and they don't own a piano no more.
We can do it piano shit. We can do it piano shit. But yeah, Black people demand reparations. We do deserve reparations globally, no matter where you
Globally. That's right. That's our
are.
that's right, Joby. Globally.
Mm-hmm.
Globally to demand it. Because it's been the same shit globally.
Yep.
Globally.
Mm-hmm. Their history is all the same everywhere they go. All this
Yeah.
heat brought up. I can't believe this Jesus shit literally won. It's crazy how we grew up with this shit. But I knew something was fucked up. I kind of knew something. I knew something was fucked up. I was like, this God doesn't understand at some age you make mistakes before you get your life correct. Like, I just have to grow all the way just up straight, listening and praising Jesus. Like, I
Remember
I was like, something isn't okay. Because I never liked going to church. I never liked wearing long dresses. I never liked none of that shit. I was like, man, nah, this ain't it. And then my dad being a pastor now, it even used to piss me off being a bishop. He's gonna wake you up early in the morning,
Oh,
3
oh no, your dad and them they got rid of that Jesus shit, Joe. But they even said, "Oh, that shit's fucked up. Get out of
a.m.
here." They not
Pushing
they not even going to church no more. Them days is over, Joe.
man. They got scammed enough because they
That's
were really
right.
from
That's
churches to
right. That's
sit
right.
in Jesus.
The bishop prayed for a piano and ain't shit happened.
Some guy is saying is out there shopping for a piano. Good luck. They better not get you. They better not get you. That was she's as a big piano, as a piano, but he doesn't know how to play it. Oh my god.
And that's what the white man said, Joe. He said, "That nigga got a piano." He said, "Hey, you, but he said the nigga got a piano. The uppity nigga got a piano." He said, "Okay, but do you know how to play a piano?" "No, but the nigga got one."
Who says he has a harmonica and a keyboard?
That's
And
how
also,
psychopathic these bastards are, boy. It's crazy.
but anyway, we're coming to the end of today's
Much
show.
love,
Shout out to
family.
shout out to you, Umar Lee. Kindly
Let
subscribe if
let me
you're on
say
YouTube.
let me say let me say thank you to Big Cheese and also our secret brother for your donations. Appreciated it, needed it. Shout out to you guys. I couldn't make it this Saturday, guys. I got home this still too late, like shit. So, and this is the show I wanted to do about reparations. I'll do it again later on, explaining how these guys are now trying to offer us reparations. It's all a scam. All they want to do is like get you to vote for the same bullshit. Saying they're not saying they're gonna give you reparations. They're saying we're gonna make another council. You said that 5 years ago with this shit. You said this 5 years ago with the same hustle. So no, and then you said no. Now you come back with the same hustle again. You've been doing this since 1989.
Oh yes,
What
much
happened?
love family.
What's up?
Big
What
Chief.
you laughing about, Joe? What happened?
It is a lazy black American.
That's
Really, when this man works is
it.
back
That's
off.
it. I'm a lazy. That's it. A lazy black American. God damn it. And the best I can.
Get a get yourself a piano, please. But
And I'm
anyway,
trying to get. That's right. I'm trying to get a piano. You You bastards.
Much love. What's up, a
and,
beautiful girl?
and I don't know how to play one either. Maybe Jovi knows. I think Jovi said she tried. She started to learn and then stopped.
Yeah, I'm charged. I used to love playing with pianos, so I'm not really that perfect, but I can make a tune out of it. I think.
Okay,
Yeah, not really that perfect though. But anyway, family, we're coming to the end. Asante Lisa to everyone was tuned in. In
much
case
love,
you missed
family.
it,
A
guys
lot of fun,
enjoy
guys. Much love.
it. And Sankinon, I saw you say you're gonna watch this on a replay. Hope you enjoy. And to those who shall be catching this on a replay as well, hope you guys enjoy. On BitChutes, leave your comments. We love to see them on Rumble as well. Ensure you leave your comments, subscribe to our platform, and ensure you download our app. Check the amazing supplements and merchandise we have in our store. Donate if you can, a dollar or two. Whatever your pocket literally has, we are literally grateful. And ensure you stay healthy, stay safe, and have yourselves a beautiful day. See you guys tomorrow, same time, same place, right here on the Blackout Financial Radio Station. Peace.
See you guys tomorrow. Peace, family. Great
Yeah,
show. Much fun, guys. That was fun.
much love. I don't know which song I want to wind up with. Which song would you guys love to listen to as I wind up?
Um.
Not really.
Uh. Um. I don't
Too
know.
you're late. Much love, family. See you guys.